Russia begins 72-hour ceasefire on Victory Day.
Vietnam and Azerbaijan elevate ties to a strategic partnership.
Handmade leather goods are selling well.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first set by the show. 72-hour Victory Day truce proposed by Russian President Vladimir Putin has officially come into effect at midnight 7th May, despite a surge in Ukrainian drone attacks in the hours before the truce.
The pause in fighting, set to last until midnight on May 10 to 11, marking the 80th anniversary of the Soviet victory over Nazi Germany. The Kremlin says the ceasefire also aims to create space for direct peace talks with Ukraine. Without preconditions, the Kremlin says the ceasefire also aims to create space for direct peace talks with Ukraine. Without preconditions, Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky has refused to back the ceasefire, denouncing it as an attempt at manipulation and accusing Russia of using humanitarian overtures for tactical advantage.
Vào 0 giờ ngày
Victory
8
Day,
tháng 5 theo giờ Nga,
celebrated
tức
on
là
May
4
9,
giờ sáng ngày 8
commemorates the
tháng 5 theo
defeat
giờ
of
Việt
Nazi
Nam.
Germany
Lệnh
in
ngừng bắn 3 ngày cho chiến
1945
sự
and remains
Ukraine
one of the
theo lệnh
most
của Tổng thống
significant
Putin,
public
song
holidays
sẽ
in
ngay lập
Russia.
tức đáp trả nếu Ukraine tấn công trong khoảng thời gian.
The U.S. President Donald Trump said that he would not lower high tariffs on goods from China ahead of talks this weekend between U.S. and Chinese officials, despite the requests from the Beijing to do so.
Asked by reporters in the Oval Office if he would reduce tariffs on Chinese exports, which are now at a minimum of 145% to initiate talks, Mr. Donald Trump was succinct: no. He also implied that the Chinese had been the ones to request trade talks, contradicting statements by China that the two sides were meeting at the request of the U.S. Mr. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, and Jamieson Greer, the United States Trade Representative, plan to meet with Chinese officials in Geneva this weekend to discuss trade and economic matters. High tariffs have been hurting businesses in both countries, but neither government has wanted to look like it is conceding to the other.
Vietnam and Azerbaijan have agreed to establish the strategic partnership following talks in Baku between the party General Secretary To Lâm and the President Ilham Aliyev.
The two leaders said the upgrade will strengthen and reinforce existing bilateral cooperation mechanisms and pave the way for the creation of new frameworks to deepen bilateral cooperation within this strategic partnership framework. Vietnam and Azerbaijan will further deepen cooperation in all areas to ensure practical benefits for both peoples and contribute to peace, stability, cooperation, and prosperity in the region and the world. According to the joint statement released after their talks, both sides will promote high-level visits, enhance exchanges and contact across all channels, and explore establishing new cooperation mechanisms between ministries, sectors, and localities.
Upcoming are some updated news.
The chimney at the Sistine Chapel belched black smoke on the first day of the conclave, indicating that the cardinals have not yet elected a new pope. All 133 cardinals attending the conclave, all under the age of 80, will spend the night at the Vatican guest house, before returning to the chapel in the morning to continue the voting process. They will hold 2 rounds of voting each day, morning and afternoon, until a candidate wins at least 2/3 of the votes, which corresponds to the support of 89 cardinals. If after 3 days of voting the conclave cannot find a majority, the voting process will pause for a day to allow the cardinals to pray and discuss their options.
On the occasion of the 135th anniversary of President Ho Chi Minh's birthday, May 19, 1890 May 19, 2025, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism in coordination with the People's Committee of Nghệ An Province organized a special exhibition with the theme, Ho Chi Minh, the most beautiful name. The exhibition highlights his great contributions to the cause of gaining independence, unifying the country, and building socialism. The exhibition is a political-cultural activity of special significance. contributing to arousing pride, encouraging patriotism, and the will to rise of generations of Vietnamese people in the cause of building and defending the fatherland. The opening ceremony took place at 7:30 p.m. on May 16.
The Vietnam International Paper and Packaging Exhibition, VPPE 2025, officially opened in the southern province of Binh Duong on May 7, highlighting the sector's shift from traditional manufacturing to smart, sustainable production. Organized at the WTC Expo in Tu Do Mo City by the Vietnam Packaging Association. The exhibition features more than 250 booths with nearly 500 brands from over 15 countries and territories. The three-day event showcases cutting-edge technology and equipment in the paper and packaging sector, while serving as a key platform for international trade connections.
Not noisy, not mass-produced, the crab of handmade leather good is still fighting its own solid direction with quality, meticulousness, and timeless value. From raw leather through skilled hands, each product has its own unique personality. More in the story.
Over time, the craft of handmade leatherwork has not only been preserved but also developed in a creative direction, bearing a strong personal mark and becoming a popular trend.
I have been exposed to handmade leather products. I bought wallets and handbags. Leather products are durable, beautiful and reasonably priced.
Each type of leather has its own characteristics in terms of color, softness and durability. With handmade leather products, the material plays a very important role. Without modern production lines, handmade leather products must go through many meticulous stages such as cutting leather, processing edges, and hand-stitching every single thread. I have been working in leather for over a year. When finishing a product, the most challenging steps are design and customer consultation. A hand-sewn leather wallet costs from 400,000 to 1 million Vietnamese dongs. A handmade handbag costs from 1.5 to 5 million Vietnamese dongs. Even higher if the product is made according to customer requirements. I have been doing leather craft since 2016. Our workshop produces 100% of customer segments, from mid-range to high-end. Each product is personalized, not chasing quantity. Handmade leather products aim for durability and individuality of each user. In the context of consumers returning to quality handmade products, hand-tailored products are increasingly gaining a foothold in both domestic and international markets.
The last story just ended our show today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.